side here in this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Here we go. Like 20. 65.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Open man left side, that's the tight end Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo now. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
Here we go. 21. 180. 41.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
21. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
25, check 25. 1, Omaha. Hey, exit.
Now a toss play to Bernard.
I got you, boy.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Let's go. Here we go.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Garoppolo, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Here we go. White 20. White.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Lock! Hey, Delta!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
13.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation
Here we go.
in this ball
The
game.
adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo completing it here to Marvin Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, New York.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. Hey, gun.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
First down, Jets.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. There's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go back to the ground with Smith. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. Trubisky will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Yeah. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Alert! Squeeze, double.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Lamar Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of building it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. A quick throw, but incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Blue. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, Zoo. Topper.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Fuller. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll toss it to Smith. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Red, hey, Charlie.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On first down, Smith. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
18. Check 24. Check 22.
Again, it's Smith. And an alley to run. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. They'll run it again with Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. So